Whoops. Welcome back, 0K fans, to the August 2016 1v1 tournament. We're on to the double elimination portion of the tournament now. We have Capricis versus Kshatriya and Nemor versus Feltas. And that is going to be starting out with Kshatriya and Capricis. I'm a little surprised because that's off seeding, actually, but oh well. The way the seeding works should have been Nemor versus Kshatriya and Capricis versus Feltas, but I don't really care because it's double elimination and everyone will basically play everybody else.
And
also,
so it will be.
Yeah, I'm also with Floris. I remain with Floris. Floris is still here.
I'm still here. Hi. Hi. Go.
Alright.
Hello.
Where are players? Actually, what is the map?
I don't know. I see Dark Side remake now, but I doubt we'll play that one.
No. I mean, the starter map. It's going to be best of 3. So, what map are we starting on?
Okay, so, and we do all the matches sequentially.
Well, as parallel as we can. I mean, Capricis and Kshatriya and Nemor and Feltas will all be fighting their matches all at once, and then afterwards, losers round 1 will go on parallel with the winner semifinals, and then losers round 2 will go on as after, well, the winner semifinals, and then the losers round 2, because that's losers finals and then grand finals. So it won't be totally in sequence.
Okay.
Altair Crossing. Okay, that's the first map.
Altair Crossing. Another one of those old maps.
Okay.
Failed us is in a sour mood.
Why? Oh, yeah.
Complaining about the map.
I don't disagree. However, the nice thing about this is... Oh, for crying out loud.
Short.
Okay, whatever. I think that's right. So where's Capricious? That's the only question now.
Maybe he thought he was eliminated.
Or... Oh! He thinks he's fighting Nemor. Which... I mean... Either he or Kshatriya should be. But yeah, that's... Alright, still... Alright, so we're still sorting it out, because apparently there was some confusion over who was where and who was fighting whom. Hey, well, this took longer than I wanted it to. I have to remember to cut this out of the actual YouTube video. Alright, let's go.
What?
Alright, we're starting, finally. Get this game on the road.
Okay, we're still here. Let's go. That's a nice looking glaive, or is the warrior? I think it's a glaive.
Oh, your load screen. That... I think it's supposed to be a glaive, but it's got warrior weapons, so I don't know. It's probably meant to be it's meant to be a glaive, but it's not the right weapons.
So, Capricis versus Kshatriya. Similar elo.
Yeah, and on Altair Crossing, which is... I mean, it's best of 3, so it's not going to be quite as much cheese. Some cheese, but not as much.
Especially in these type of matches, you want cheese. Why not? But how do you cheese on this map? How would you cheese on this map?
It's usually a quick attack through the center. That's usually how it's done. Often the commander. That's the typical way of doing it.
I remember trying to figure out and come up with millions of cheeses on this map in XTA, and it's they're okay. But at this point in time, I have no idea.
Yeah, well anyway. Kshatriya
Commander
southeast.
Just move forward.
Oh, Kshatriya southeast for Jumpbots. And then Cloaky for Capricis over in the center west. Ooh boy, Kshatriya is getting an advantage here, because Capricis isn't going to know where Kshatriya is at first. Normally you don't start out there in 1v1. And Kshatriya also going for the Jumpbots. I mean, they aren't going for puppies, but still, Pyros are strong.
Really strong. 2 Pyros are even stronger.
Yeah. Oh, there are puppies. So yeah, this is actually going to work out really well for Kshatriya. Very good opening. And Capricis realizes where they are now, but the puppies are already in play, so that's going to be harder for the glaives to deal with. So I think Kshatriya has basically just got to build stuff up. The only weakness of their current position is that they don't have a lot of solid metal. Like, they have a couple of metal extractors and a rock, but they haven't got much. Whereas Capricis has 3 metal extractors to work with, along with some reclaim.
Ooh, the glaive. It lives.
Holy crap, the glaive survived. The pyro dies.
Yeah,
Capricis...
so that's 2-0 for Capricis.
Yeah, and also Capricis has a much stronger economy now. Kshatriya needs a lot more in the way of metal extractors. Like, immediately needs more metal extractors. Kshatriya's trying to do as Sigero did in that Ravage game we saw in round 4, but unfortunately, that Ravage game was on a larger map, and the rating worked out a lot better. This time around, Capricis has blocked Kshatriya's rating, and Kshatriya hasn't really built up enough to make up for it in the back. So now Capricis is just in a really tough spot.
Capricis? No, he's not.
Sorry, Kshatriya's in a tough spot. Capricis is fine. They're breathing easy. Kshatriya's in a tough spot.
Indeed. Yeah, it's... I think you can overrun a pyro with 4 glaives. You should just be ballsy and keep running into it. At least that's how it used to be 3 years ago.
Yeah, you can still kind of do that, but it's tough.
You trade 2 to 1, I think. I'm not sure how it is now.
That sounds about right, but the problem is just that you still lose a lot of units, so if you're against numbers, like 2 glaives to 1 pyro, it's fine, but if it's like 8 glaives and 4 or 5 pyros, then it's a bit harder to... It's harder to tell.
No, it's really for these early game situations
yeah,
like this.
Yeah.
When you have 1 pyro and just your first couple of glaives, you run into each other. 1 retreats, 1 keep running into other. I think the default outcome is... Oh boy, pyro.
Not that it matters though, because Warrior is coming in to deal with the pyros, so that's fine. And at the same time, we have Kshatriya getting attacked again with glaives, so that's going to be a bit of a problem. And Capricious, wow, Zeus weapon on the Capricious. Why not? Perfect choice, really. I mean, when you're dealing with pyros, you often use Zeus. Might as well get your command with a lightning gun. Same thing.
Ah, yeah, but you can pick your weapon now in game, right?
Yep. That's right. All commander morphs are dynamic. You can do whatever you want.
That's a great change.
Yes, it actually makes commanders not silly.
Yeah.
Like, you
They
can
have
actually
never
balance
made
them.
any sense. this
Yeah, now
pre-game setup.
I mean, they still don't make that much sense, but they at least make a bit more sense from a design perspective and can be designed around, because now everything you have, there can be situational options, because you can actually use them in the situations they've come up.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not sure about this Sif.
The scythe should be hit. Yeah, just got in the way of the laser. Didn't quite work out. So Kshatriya forcing Capricious back.
If the scythe would have been a warrior, can you imagine? Instead
Yeah,
of
that
one
would have
warrior
been
and 2 sifs, if those would have been 3 warriors, you would just roll over anything that could have been there at this point.
Yeah, Capricious seems to really like their sides, and we've seen that backfire a lot this tournament. Or at least seen it be a problem. Actually, not so much this tournament, but I have seen other matches of Capricious where it backfires. Like, sides can only do so much.
Yeah, exactly. Well, they're invisible, you can scout and do sneaky stuff, but
Which is nice,
nothing,
but the problem is
nothing
trees.
beats a big gun.
Yeah, but look at the scythe here in the southeast. It's hitting trees. I mean,
Yeah.
Kshatriya actually knows more or less where that scythe has gone because of the trees, and the puppy's gonna find it. I mean, not Pyro. Like that.
Yeah, apart from it, even if it would have worked out and it would have survived, it would have killed a Max or a windmill or whatever.
At most. But the thing is, Capricious doesn't care because Capricious is still taking a lot of the map. Kshatriya is still behind about half of the economy right now.
Look at all Maxes.
Yeah, I think what Capricious is trying to do is just get around, because the thing is, Jumpbot Factory is tricky for Cloakybot. Oh yeah, I guess they do. Ooh, boy.
What is he doing? He's terraforming his way up. I'm pretty sure that Conjurer can move up that cliff, or at least it used to.
Can it? No, there's no way I can move up the cliff. It's only pathable to spiderbots.
Oh, then the map changed, or the slope tolerance changed?
The slope tolerance might have changed. I don't really recall bots being able to go up that slope.
Yeah, I've been moving K-bots over that hill for as long as I can remember.
I don't know. I don't see any way along which that bot.
No, neither do I.
Anyway, yeah. So it looks like Capricious. I'm thinking they're just trying to avoid the hard part of the Jumpbot matchup, which is when the Jumpbot player switches over to moderators. But Kshatriya is going straight to Jax. Doesn't even want to build moderators. And whereas this is what two warriors. This is what you were talking about. The two warriors forcing Kshatriya's commander back. Pretty much taking whatever they like.
Miss micro there. One warrior was blocking the other.
Yeah, that sucks. Still, Kshatriya would have escaped, but yeah, they wouldn't have lost as much, I don't think. Still, Kshatriya trying to get back in a position. At the same time...
Oh, what are you doing? Here, or it was there.
Is that another pathing bug? That must be another pathing bug.
No, it was just lack of attention.
Yeah, but the scythe should have attacked something. Oh no, the scythe might have been a hold fire. Yeah, that's a fair point.
No,
Probably
it
wasn't
killed the
fire.
Max. It was doing just fine, but then
no,
got
but
killed
it
by
would have been targeting the mechs.
Oh, or something. Yeah, he gave up.
Yeah, I mean, Capricious was in a really bad spot. Sorry, Kshatriya was in a really bad spot. Capricious was fine. I keep confusing the two. Why do I confuse the two? It's on the right sides and everything. Kshatriya was having a hard time.
Yeah, he was on 1/8 of the map. Good game though. Nice try with the jumpers.
Yeah, I mean, it's tricky, and unfortunately that early Pyro didn't work and Kshatriya did not build up. The hard part is that where Kshatriya started is just a weaker expansion point economically, because there's only 2 metal extractors. And you also
and losing
are further
your first
away.
2 engagements.
Yeah, and when you have the entire side of the map to go up to get to the rest of your side of the map.
Yeah. And he didn't go to the bottom center.
No, and that's the only other
your
saving
biggest
grace.
expansion from that corner.
Yeah, I mean that would have been the saving grace right there. Like attack with Pyros, expand to the bottom center. That would have been fine, but apparently no. Anyway, it's gonna be Kshatriya's choice of map from the pool at least. So we'll see what they go for. I'm very curious because they might end up going for something that can let them cheese a bit, or I don't know. So yeah, oh boy, the maps we have. I have like Isle of Grief, Ravaged, Obsidian, Living Lands, Iced Coffee. I said Cold Snapper before. Played Altair Crossing. Let's see, I can say Bandit Plains or Ravaged being played by Kshatriya. Maybe Trojan Hills. I don't feel like they're going to go for any flat maps. I think they're going to stick to hillier maps. Just focus on those. And apparently Felthouse has won game 1 of the match between Felthouse and Nemor. So we're going to have... What are we going to have? Kshatriya, make your choice. It's the most important choice because it means possibly that you win. Iced coffee! Okay.
Hey, I think I know the guy that made this map.
I think I do too. I hear he's a jerk.
Who said that?
I don't know. I feel bad now. I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have been so self-deprecating. You completely diffused my self-deprecation.
Oh boy.
Alright, so we're on Iced Coffee.
Nice map. Isn't there, didn't you make, or isn't there a bigger version of this?
No, I think I might have wanted to at some point, but honestly, if I was going to make another map, it would just be a different map entirely. I just haven't really gotten around to it because the tools aren't great, and I don't have a huge amount of time. And honestly, there's some stuff I have on a to-do list for programming side that I haven't actually done. That's sort of been on the to-do list for a little while, and I feel kind of bad about. So I'll get to that eventually. Anyway, for now, we are moving on to game 2 between Kshatriya and Capricis. Iced Coffee, which is an okay map.
The Jumpers map.
It is, actually, that's true. Also Amphib. Get a lot of hiding in water. Because there's all those little pools that I put in there to try to prevent people from going across cliffs back when Amphibs sucked. Like, no one ever used Amphibs when I made this map.
Yeah, that's kind of a thing. Creating a map is so hard. At least making a good map where you take into account everything the game can do.
Yeah, and you also take into account the fact that you might have a game where every single factory is viable.
Yeah, and then something changes and you can actually start over again.
Yeah, that's what I mean by it. We'll just go for a different map, because the entire point of the water, it's a thing that Bandit Plains did, which is that you have heavy cliffs and water, and the combination of the two means that you cannot cross. You can jump over, but you can't cross. There's nothing that can cross it. But the problem was, of course, that in this case, Amphib can kind of go in and out. It wasn't designed
vehicles.
to... Oh, well, Kshatriya's going for jump. Yeah, Capricis is going for vehicles, for light vehicles. That's... Huh. And then Kshatriya going for Jumpbot Factory, which is, like you said, good on this map.
Vehicles? No, I don't see...
No, not vehicles, Jumpbots. Vehicles, I don't know. That's a bit weird. Ah, it's bright. But yeah, vehicles are definitely good on this map.
I'm not sure.
For a little while. Like, you can kind of get around quickly. I mean, they're not bad. It's just you aren't going to be able to get up to the main base that easily. Jump bots are really good, but I don't think vehicles can really be dismissed too easily. The problem is just going to be this ramp. The ramp in front of Capricis' base is going to have to be cared for very carefully, because that will become vehicle impassable if anything's built on it or any major damage happens to it. So that's the one thing that has to be watched for.
Huh.
I mean, if Capricis is aware of that and takes that into account, then it should be fine. Although, yeah, generally when I see vehicles work well, they're built below the main plateau. They're not built on the main plateau, because that way you can't get blocked by the ramp.
Hey, but I got a missile thrower. Oh, that's suicide.
I don't know. Yeah, that's suicide. Never mind. What am I saying? I do know. It's totally obvious. I was thinking maybe if the pyro waited a little longer, could have jumped across the other side and then walked up.
Well, in the early game, leveler spam can actually be pretty strong against jumpers.
Oh yeah, totally. I mean, yeah, that's leveler and slasher are both good against pyros. And I think that's why Capricis went for light vehicles, because they figured, well, this factory has really good tools for dealing with pyros. And Kshatriya loves their jump bots, so yeah. They're like RyMarq that way. Except RyMarq hasn't played in a while. And Kshatriya is active.
So it's one leveler now.
One leveler versus one pyro, and that's going to go in Kshatriya's favor. Kshatriya
So isn't doing anything. Oh, wait, pause please. He's lagging out.
Oh, what? Oh, what? Oh yeah, Kshatriya is apparently... Hang on. Oh, I can't pause. Why am I not pausing? What the hell? There we go. Okay, Capricis is on point. Alright, so that's weird. Kshatriya apparently has lagged out and dropped out of the lobby. Thankfully not too much damage has been dealt, but that sucks.
I think we need to either restart it or go to game 3 or rejoin. I'm not sure what the policy is here.
I don't know. It hasn't actually come up ever.
Parsifal? Yeah, he has been... he hasn't done anything for at least 40 seconds when you paused.
Yeah, but that was because no one could pause. Like, I can't pause.
Yeah.
Great. Alright, well, that's kind of anticlimactic. Oh, Kshatriya's back. Awesome. Kshatriya, get back in that game. Oh, and Kshatriya was the boss of the room too, so they were the one in charge of pausing. Alright, well I think we can just keep going.
I wouldn't, if it was me.
Oh well, I guess it's up to Kshatriya and Capricious. I don't know, it's only been a couple minutes, so I think restarting is not a big deal.
Exactly.
Oh, Kshatriya's leaving that up to Capricious. Alright, well that works too. Ah, they're leaving it up to each other. Darn you politeness. Alright, so it looks like we're gonna redo the match. Alright, so take two. Game 2, take 2. Let's try that again. Without the dropping, hopefully this time. Hopefully Capricious does not have their internet die again, because that would be bad, for obvious reasons. Anyway. Let us go then. Alright, starting again.
Take 2. Well, do you think vehicles versus jumpers again?
No, I doubt it. I mean, I don't even know if we're gonna see jumpers again. It's just that's the thing about a rematch is that you're gonna have different factories, especially when you're dealing with factories. I mean, Jumpbot maybe, because this is a good Jumpbot map, but I think vehicles probably not in the high plateau at least. I would be surprised if we had the same matchup, just because both players know what the other one wants to do. And I feel like Capricious is probably gonna... Capricious might go for light vehicles, thinking that Kshatriya is going to continue to go for jump bots, because Capricious was probably playing to what they figured Kshatriya would do, but Kshatriya is probably going to change to something else so that
Uh-oh.
Kshatriya... seriously?
Hotkeys are not working.
No? Okay, Capricis going for light vehicles. Kshatriya probably going for something else. Probably gunships. I guess that keys didn't load properly. That's weird. Alright, great. That must have been the reload. Alright, so they're doing light vehicles. Kshatriya is going to spawn... Well, Kshatriya mentioned they were not going to do anything until after Capricious mentioned they were all working. What's Kshatriya going to do?
Vehicles again.
Oh yeah, Capricious is going for vehicles. Kshatriya can do whatever they like now.
Again, he timed out.
Ah! I don't know how this is going to work. Great. Well, Kshatriya's got 40 seconds to get back in here. Or 20 seconds, actually. Again? This is getting really annoying. What the heck? Okay, they're clearly on map 2 as well. Alright, Kshatriya's back.
Well, yeah, big chance he will lag out again.
That's true, but we've already started with Capricis and Kshatriya, and it's really hard to set this up when I'm actually doing the recordings and splitting. If I don't do the same player
Nemor's
every
beating
time.
failed us. Awesome. This is a good game
Oh, well,
by Nemor.
like I said, organizationally it's impossible for me to go over there.
Yeah, just giving you an update.
Okay. So... I'll let you know if Capricious and Kshatriya stay in long enough. Sorry about that, everyone who's watching. It's... yeah, bit of a pain. I'll make sure the start times on YouTube show this up. I might keep this all in, I might edit it out, I don't know. But I'll make sure the start time shows the actual played game. Like whichever one's actually the one that people play. So that you can just skip to that. It'll be in the description as usual. It's always in the description. Alright, so... everyone seems to be in. And Capricious now going for Gunship Factory. And Kshatriya, still no sign of what they're going to do. Okay, Jumpbot Factory again. So Jumpbot versus Gunship. I was actually expecting Kshatriya to go for Gunship, but apparently no, that's going to be Capricious. Alright, Capricious on the Gunship plant. And...
ooh, starting with a Benji.
yeah.
Not even with the napalm suicide.
Oh,
flying
Blastwings?
thingies.
Yeah.
Yeah, those.
I don't know. Blastwings are not unpopular, but Banshees Super early Banshee is common for a gunship start like this. And Puppy coming up from Kshatriya, which is a very good choice because puppies work well against gunships. Not that they know, but you know, they do work well against gunships nonetheless.
And also in the near future, an Archangel is one of the best anti-gunship units you have.
True. Though the only problem is that those Banshees are not going to get revealed quickly enough. I mean, they're going to be revealed too quickly. They're not going to be usable quickly enough. And Capricis trying their best to power that Banshee. They don't know about the puppy coming in there, though. And that puppy will spot it. And it does see it. Kshatriya is aware that Capricis has gunships.
Well, what's his direction? Razor. Huh.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Kshatriya totally knows. Unfortunately, this is a very small map. So Kshatriya is not really able to deal with this as quickly as they would probably like. The Razor, another 5 seconds left. Unfortunately, one of its components can be put away, but still 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, done! The Banshee's still forced out of there. One of them killed!
Yeah, losing that constructor though, that's a thingy.
That is a big thing. That was damage. That was meaningful damage. But Kshatriya
I think it
is not
was
out.
a very good choice to kill that constructor. He had a couple choices and he went for the con.
I don't think there was any other choice. The Razor would have been done too quickly to be the other choice.
No, he could have gone max sniping or...
Oh yeah, no. Kill the Constructor. Like, I would say always kill the Constructor, because that just slows your opponent down so much. Their expansion gets slowed down and everything. And they can't repair as easily. It slows everything down. Killing mexes wouldn't have been a bad idea, but Kshatriya would have rebuilt so quickly.
Thing is, he spends 300 metal on a Razor Kiss and he's safe with the coming... What is it? 5 minutes?
I don't know, not even. The commander's at the border of the Razor's edge, or the Razor's range. It's at the edge of the Razor's range, so as long as Capricis is very careful to stay outside of the Razor range, scouts around, finds Kshatriya's commander.
Easy to trade puppies for the Banshee.
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier, that with puppies, it's just, you just kill things. Like, air just melts to puppies. Well, gunships especially. Oh, and that's what I'm talking
so much
about.
Bullshit.
Yeah, the puppy invincibility while being a projectile is a pain in the butt, because that puppy was dead.
Yeah, you can even, you know what? You can even make puppies jump by force firing the ground and then stopping halfway midair.
Right.
And then you get the puppy back.
Yeah.
At least that's how it used to be.
I don't know if you can. No one really does that because it's probably really high micro. It'd be really hard to do. But I could see that being done. Like, I could see someone either doing that or widgetizing it. And then it's just, you move your puppies forward and they're constantly moving forward by firing themselves.
This is the new air constructor. Awesome.
Oh yeah, you haven't seen the Wasp, have you?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Heavy constructor.
There's a lot of stingy things.
Well, that's why it's called the Wasp. But yeah, it's all about being a heavy constructor. It actually doesn't have any weapons, despite its name. It's just... it just builds a lot and has a weird segmented body.
Has a build power 7.5. Wow.
Yeah, that's the idea. It's more expensive than the Crane, but actually has a meaningful build. Well, I mean, 4 isn't terrible, but it's not great. It works well for gunship, though.
Ooh, moderators. Those can become an issue.
Moderators against warriors already being built. And Capricis...
Yeah, and even...
They're still going with the warrior? Really?
Yeah, and now spam those defenders, and so hard for Cloaky to deal with that. Because the glaive counter to the Dominator, or Morty, I mean, Moderator.
Yeah. Well, glaives sort of deal with that, but moderators hit perfectly, so glaives can't really dodge it. You need to have as many glaives as moderators, and then some.
Yeah, of course, glaives are a quarter of the cost, but if you move forward and spam defenders like Capricis is doing now, I mean, Kshatriya is doing now, yeah, that's it's really hard to deal with. Although
Capricis is kind of doing that too, actually, moving forward and spamming defenses. It's working out okay. At the same
Yeah,
time,
well,
though,
this-
Banshee's over the northeast. Oh, there was just no good targets because of that Razor. Like, Kshatriya's Razor has actually done a lot of good for them right now.
Yeah.
Their base
most
would have been under
definitely.
heavy fire if it weren't for that Razor. I mean, that's the thing, is that you gotta really... That's the thing about defenses. They're not really for killing units so much as they are for discouraging units from coming in the first place. Killing units is just how they happen to discourage the units that aren't smart enough to avoid it.
The moderator is just taking those Morty shots.
Yeah, it should be down by this one. No, it got... Really? Wow.
Well,
Radar dot
he
wobble.
jumps in with two. Look at those. That jump in the base.
That's death. I think that Kshatriya's taking the game from here. I mean, there is a Cloaky bot factory which will help.
No, he can live without.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, what am I saying? The
Gunships.
Cloaky bot factory is what's mainly in production. However, not having the gunship line is going to be a pain in the butt.
I think
Nah,
even
it'll live.
with the-
It'll live. What am I saying?
It even lives. Wow.
Yeah, I'm going way ahead of myself because that's going to live with like 100 health.
Yeah.
Or 200 health, actually.
You donated 2 pyros for that.
That...
Interesting. I like this game. It's good.
Yeah, this match is working out okay. Banshee's still waiting, though. Is it... It's just about the edge of that Razor.
Yeah.
And then Warrior's coming... Oh, that's 2 dead hammers.
Mow down the pyro.
And, oh, no, there's a Warrior just waiting for the Pyro. Just like, come at me, bro. Come at me. See what you can do. Oh, never mind. My bro killed you. Dig that, bro. Because Pyros are jerks like that.
Yeah, they are.
Fire bros.
The constructor is idling on the left side. Now it's time for the heavy stuff.
Well, that Jack got a lot to deal with. It's already half health. It's not even close. Although, then again, it does one-shot defenders, so there's that. Or 2-shot defenders, I mean.
Yeah, that's a dead Jack.
That's a dead Jack, but that's also a completely broken open defense line, meaning that this 3.5 metal...
Oh, or not. Maybe the
Oh, that's...
explosion of the mechs will kill him. No, it
No.
won't.
Still, Warrior Assault trying to deal with
Warriors
this.
eat.
No moderators. That's
Jack.
the thing to point out here. Kshatriya doesn't have any moderators. Everything they have pretty much dies to Warriors.
Yeah.
And Zeus over to the eastern side of the map. Another
Except
counter to
Razors.
everything Kshatriya has. Well,
I think
Razors die
Razors
eventually.
are... No, they're immortal. Look. Nobody wants to stay around and kill them.
Yeah, it's
Razor.
just boring. It's not that it's hard, it's just boring. Just tedious to kill.
It's just a waste of time. There are usually other things to shoot at.
Yeah.
I'm glad he moved past it. Maybe he could have.
Ah,
left
but the
one.
moderators have been built. Capricis was too slow. Those Warriors are dead.
Well, you can
possibly
just
dead.
retreat. You can still move to the left corner and kill everything there.
That's true. I don't know if Capricious is going to do that, though. And Kshatriya able to take out the side of the map here. Able to secure that eastern edge. Ah, there's the retreat. Unfortunately, those Warriors got caught up on the Razor. What are you trying to do?
What?
Go swimming,
How
apparently.
does this work?
I don't know. They got caught up on the Razor. I think they were fight moving. And they figured, well, the moderators are going to hit me anyway, so there's no point trying to dodge them. And they just stayed in place. That was very bizarre. But hey, Capricious has a bit of scouting, kind of, sort of, not really. That warrior can't see a thing.
No, it's gone.
And Kshatriya's commander under some risk, but not dead.
Oh, it's not how you want to use your moderators. They're not for defender attacks. Defender
No,
cleaning.
they get outranged by defenders hard. 610 range for defender, 420 for moderator. They don't deal with that.
Oh, that's a dead commander, or not?
No, it's not. The Zeus had
No.
no idea. They got ambushed. Yeah, Capricious is... They're in a pretty good
Nice.
position to deal damage. They just haven't really been able to completely make anything work. They've been dealing damage. I just don't feel like they've been finishing anything. Although, a couple brawlers coming up, which might help. But that's still just damage. On the other hand, the Razors would be easier to get rid of with a distant unit like that. And more Zeus coming in, but the moderators are in place. I mean, I guess that's the one thing you'd have the brawlers for, is to wipe out the moderators. But at this point, the moderators aren't really the focus. There's a couple of them? 4 of them? Yeah, 2 of them are over here.
Something, yeah, 4.
And, oh, they're out of position too. The Zeus, once again, going for the commander. The commander should be at full health. No, not even close. Not even close.
No.
It doesn't have auto repair. I keep expecting people to go for auto repair.
Just run over that commander. Ah, no.
It doesn't
Banshee
matter.
Will at least.
Honestly, the commander is not important. And the Banshee's also right there too, so it can help deal with it. But yeah, the commander is not important. What matters is the commander is not building things.
Why is he not shooting that commander? Oh, the
commander's gun is inside the jack. That's the problem. So Capricis' commander's down. Kshatriya's commander might be down. Why is the Banshee not helping out? What is the Banshee doing? Come on, Banshee. That commander... Why is Capricis not attacking the commander with their Banshee? Oh, okay, there we go. Finally, Capricis' Kshatriya's commander goes down. But yeah, Capricis' commander's gun was inside the jack, so it couldn't shoot, I don't think, because it wasn't... It was confused about where it was. I'm pretty sure that's what was going on. Like, I think if Capricis had been kind of moving the commander back, forth, back, forth, back, forth, so it was, had its gun outside of the jack and was shooting from the side, that might have worked. Because it doesn't have to aim directly at its target. But, yeah, that was weird. Because it was at point-blank range. It should have just shot, but apparently it can't. I think that might be an engine thing. I've never really seen that before. I haven't seen a lot of engine 1 or 3, though. A lot of dead jacks. Zeus, just deal with jacks.
Yeah,
no, they just kind of deal with jacks. Zeus and Rocco's a bit of a better option, but yeah, Zeus isn't bad. Especially multiple Zeus. And especially given that Zeus are about half the cost. It's like, just stun out the jack. And then
once paralyzed...
Just don't block each other. Quit getting in each other's way. Are you point moving again? You're point moving again, Capricis. Oh wait, Capricis wasn't the one who was point moving a lot. That was several other people. North Challonge does that a lot. It's like, Capricis, don't point move. Point movement is death.
Or use line move. Oh.
And the Pyro jumps into its death.
Oi. Nice.
It came at them.
It was killed in midair.
Yeah, well, the Pyro came at the warrior at least. Different Pyro, not the one that was challenged, but still. But that's what I mean. You don't have defenses to kill units. You have defenses to threaten killing units so that the person doesn't send in their units.
This is not going to work out. Jumping into defenses like that, Pyros.
Oh, yeah. And Capricis... Whoa! Throws in the... Yeah, Capricis wins. Kshatriya throws in the towel.
Of course, yeah, he wins.
Yeah, they were kind of at a disadvantage the whole time.
I think he should have made a Firewalker.
Yeah, that would have been really good.
That's a much safer option instead of spamming Jacks and Pyros at this point.
Yeah, Firewalker is always good. Especially, well, you're dealing with heavy defenses, it's good. And the Zeus would have also helped with that.
1-1.
No, it's 2-0.
Capricious.
Capricious 1-2-0.
Oh yeah, it was Capricious won the last one.
So yeah, we are on to Failthas. Okay, so Failthas beat Nemor 2-0. So yeah, Failthas and Capricious. That was a good game, though. I feel like it was a fairly even game. It just came down to, at the very end, Kshatriya got a little bit too tunnel vision, like you said, on a few unit types, whereas Capricious stayed flexible. Or at least had the counters and didn't really get dealt with too much. Alright, so we are going to be moving on to Kshatriya and Capricious. And hopefully, Capricious and Failthas. We just saw Kshatriya and Capricious. I'm silly.